What is going on, guys? DragonTamerBlayde here, back from Elder Scrolls Legends, and I just realized I named this deck after the wrong person. I know it doesn't matter for you guys in general, but this is Benos Silence Sorcerer. Zhao sent me a different list. I got the names swapped. I'm trying my best to keep that organized. We'll see what we can do here. It's basically a mid-range sorcerer list with a lot of silence effects for things like Imprisoned Deathlord and Siege Catapult. That's your ideal state to be in, I believe. Do we have the ring? Is it? Nope. Alright, so playing against a warrior that has the ring. That honestly can be just enough for us to lose a lot of the time. And we only have 3, 4, 5. So if he goes 2-drop, 3-drop, and we don't draw something sooner than that, this game's just over. This deck thrives on having the ring, and we needed something to contest it. I liked having the 3 and 4 turn 3 and 4 guards, because that's going to help us come back into the game potentially. All right, we got a 2-drop. Things are way less bad now.
Good tidings, citizen.
So we have guards on 2, 3, and 4.
Our clan is pure and
Flora clan. Alright, so that makes me feel like there's some Ring of Imaginary Might shenanigans going on here. Or just, I guess, equipment / rally onto that.
Wrong place for a midnight stroll.
Set that up. I just wanted this thing's health down because Ring of Imaginary Might is scary. Fiery Imp. So maybe he just likes, like, cheap cards with stats. I think it's one of my first times ever swinging with the Vigilant Ancestor. So it's pretty cool. We have Shadowfen Priest online next turn. We can also go Harpy and Crown Quartermaster. Oh, that doesn't get reshackled? That's nifty. I thought it would.
Child's play.
Let's kill that. Let's hit that.
I keep a spare blade in my boot.
I want to hang on to the dagger. It may come in handy. Got a lot of damage on the board now. Did we run into one of the few people in the world that's like playing the same deck we are? Or the same type of deck? I don't think I've ever seen somebody run silence anything against me.
Welcome to the shadows.
Disciple of Namira. So that's getting silenced 100.
Child's play.
Do your worst.
You must be cleansed.
Let's take that out. He can still trade into this with a little bit of help, but I didn't want that Disciple of Namira on the board. I was originally going to just trade into the Cursed Spectre after I silenced that, since he couldn't get draw, but then I realized the 3 attack would be able to take out my Dress Renegade. I at least want to make him work for it. Healing Hands. Ooh. I like it.
I am ready to join the
A woo. We have potential for lethal next turn. Never mind. 5, 9, 10, 11. Actually, no, we still have it. Potentially.
Mother of mud.
Do your worst.
A fine.
Vigilant Ancestor just taking the game.
Nicely done.
So yeah, anytime you get a 5-4 swinging on turn 3, it's pretty good. That Barrow Stalker was very timely for us. Let's get on into another one. See if Benos Silence Sorcerer can do some work. Just trying to keep an eye on the time. I'm taking my girlfriend in for surgery today. Nothing super major, but I mean, surgery is still surgery. But I'll be taking her in, obviously sitting with her the whole time. So I'm just trying to keep an eye on the time, make sure I don't lose track of it. Because we'll be leaving in about an hour and a half. she's just kind of resting up. She hasn't been allowed to eat or drink anything all day, so she's just been like sitting around kind of miserable. Like she was texting me like a couple hours ago actually, like I just want to eat. The surgery is not until I think 4:00 p.m. and she hasn't been allowed to eat since last night, which no eating or drinking, not even water. Like I would be miserable. I can only imagine how bad she feels right now. I feel so bad for her.
Honor and praise to you.
Hello, friend.
Good tidings, citizen.
Playing an assassin deck, J. Neal. Or Lineage if you put it backwards. Skulk, yep. Yep. This could be Goblin Assassin, or just... Actually, there's a lot of things. Skulk goes in like every assassin list. Mid-range Assassin, Skulk goes in for curses. Goblin Assassin, it goes in to pull in the Murk Waters. It goes in everything. This could be mid, though, if he's playing that. I wish I could play that right now. Let's already use 2 cards on this. We'll see if he has a Firebolt. Curse Spectre to silence this if he finds a way. Like, if he Firebolts and trades with the Wardcrafter, Curse Spectre to silence that and get rid of the Pilfer will be really solid next turn.
Your blood will spill.
And then being able to follow up with Wardcrafter and Vigilant Ancestor will be really good as well.
Their time grows short.
Ooh. But that's really good. No, not yet. We'll see if he gives us a card here. Vigilant Ancestor Wardcrafter is probably the play next turn. And then we'd have Imprisoned Deathlord Wardcrafter for after that. He's just cycling right now.
Of course, I'm on your side.
Mournhold Trader.
Careful there, friend.
Just ward this fella up. If he doesn't have a Firebolt or something, this eating both of those 4 costs will be crazy.
Talking
Mud Crab Merchant. Read my lips.
Mouth paw.
He probably just won't even trade into this, though. Master of Thieves. He must have gotten something really good if he gave me a Master of Thieves. It's this card right here, whatever he got. Best draw for next turn would be to the Dress Renegade.
You can't escape.
Okay.
Didn't see this coming, eh?
Dark Guardian is
Care
here.
to make a friendly wager? I keep a spare blade in my boot.
Unfortunately, he is going to draw a couple cards.
Careful there, friend.
I hate that this effect can trigger even if you don't discard. But the effects are 2 groups. Like, you just lose the bottom half of the text. If the text was one thing, you wouldn't be able to draw the 2 cards if you hadn't discarded a card. It's just the way the wording works, though. It's a little odd. Him drawing those 2 cards is really crappy. We had him locked out. It was also a very timely Firebolt.
You bet on the wrong side.
Mm-hmm.
Did I stutter or something?
We can exalt Indomitable Ordinator next turn. And play Encumbered Explorer with it. J. Neal is running out of time.
Careful there, friend.
Ward Crafter.
Didn't see this coming, eh?
Okay. So this is dying. That's dying. Swing first, just in case we get a free card. We're going to play Indomitable Ordinator. We're going to exalt him so he can't be firebolted or cursed. And then Encumbered Explorer. We've got a bunch of Imprisoned Deathlords coming up, but no Silence in hand. He's got Ancano to take this out. Right on time.
I have many important things on my mind.
As is expected. I don't know what he was thinking about. There was literally only one option for that. He's had some very timely draws so far.
Did I stutter or something?
Or timely answers, I should say. I don't think this was a top deck. It's been in his hand for a couple turns. Have we seen what card he got from Mudcrab Merchant yet?
I have enough to deal with.
Die, Swit.
Khajiit needs coin, and he will have it.
I mean, we gotta put stuff out here that can take out Ancano. We're pretty close to dead if he has Ice Storm. That Corner Club Gambler was so killer. That was a deciding factor so far in this game. It looks like he's probably going to win this one. And mostly because of being able to get that Corner Club Gambler out. There's the Corner Club Gambler and then having the Firebolt on my warded Vigilant Ancestor. I think those are the two key moments of this game. Those were kind of like the linchpin turns. We're going to play it out, but I don't think we have this one. The momentum we needed to swing on those turns did not happen.
I keep a spare blade in my boot.
Okay. Okay. I mean, we don't really have enough guards and stuff. I mean, you know you're swinging with this guy. What are you doing?
Stutter or something?
I don't understand what these thoughts are. Okay. And now you swing. Okay.
Not my strongest move.
You will not defeat this one.
I would love to get this out, but I don't think there's any hope of us triggering it.
Oreo, guide me.
We're still probably dead, but we're going to try here.
I keep a spare blade in my boot.
Alright, so now he can just flat trade. Why are you using your dagger right now? I'm gonna need another guard.
Did I stutter or something? Do your worst.
I mean, I obviously don't know what's in his hand, but I feel like a lot of these plays have been pretty obvious. Telvos is not going to be enough, unfortunately.
Perhaps we can help one another.
Unless he attacks in the wrong order, of course.
A fine battle.
Or if it forgets to attack, period.
This was a worthy contest.
Alrighty, let's get one more. Let's see what we can do. I think we're 1-1 so far, I believe. I don't recall. I have to double check. I've been recording these in kind of staggered parts. Been back and forth since I got home from work. Planning my girlfriend's trip. We got Shrieking Harpy, Ward Crafter, and Imprisoned Deathlord against good old Tribunal. The interesting thing will be if Drain Vitality winds up getting nerfed or something like that that makes that deck weaker. Tribunal, I think, will just cease to exist. The only reason Tribunal can exist is super aggressive decks that aren't Halalu can't exist right now because of Drain Vitality.
Your blood will spill.
So that allows Tribunal to sit here and pick on all of these single threats. So there's some potential there in the future.
The Tribunal will always come to the people's aid.
Drawing a card.
Your blood will spill.
Just gonna drop down our very weird Imprisoned Deathlord. Potentially just Shadowfen Priest it to put more stats on the board. I think he's deciding between removing it or just summoning a creature. That also works.
By the light of the three. You must be cleansed.
Your blood will spill.
Okay. Now if he has removal, it's definitely coming this way. 100%. Indomitable Ordinator is pretty good exalted against Tribunal. You can obviously trade here. Is it trade here, Javelin? I mean, we're still getting him while the getting's good. Okay.
Three gods. One truth. Never
We'll just exalt this fella. This should be somewhat tough for him to deal with. What do you got, Leelard? Hive Defender.
You cannot escape the right
By the 8th, they will meet their maker.
Let's get that down. Cast into time is going to get burnt. Ice Storm trade is pretty good right now. But it would still leave us lethal with this. Ice Storm Firebolt trade is survival. So there's that. This guy is so good against Tribunal, Indomitable Ordinator. It's damned uncomfortable. Is that it? Or do you have a Firebolt? What kind of reach am I working with? Basically none.
Shhorcerer take you. I smell the stench of the
I'm
living.
gonna start splitting lanes.
I'll keep a lookout.
We'll just dump down. He can't Dawn's Wrath. Immolating Blast would still leave us with lethal. Ice Storm would still leave us with lethal with Dress Renegade. Ice Storm plus Firebolt, if he has that, would clear. He's got 9 cards, so he definitely has options. Sorry, I'm drinking so much again still. My throat's still scratchy from yesterday. If he removes everything besides a 2, we obviously have the Tome.
We can't anticipate.
He's hoping for some hope. Dumping an Atro. I think we're in a pretty good spot here.
It is a good day to
Yeah, I didn't want to guarantee the win, but I was pretty sure we had it there. That Imprison the Deathlord did so much work. Let's get some game rewards. Vivek City Pilgrim is whatever. Alrighty, guys. Well, that is going to be it for now. Hopefully, you guys did enjoy watching. I want to thank you all very, very much for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow with some more janky, weird decks that I'm combing through my Twitter backlog for. Thank you all very much again for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.